Previously.
Do I? I know who that is.
You do. You know that the Raven Queen is the goddess of death. She is essentially the Grim Reaper of the D&D world. She is there when someone dies and brings their soul into the afterlife.
I bow the fuck down.
Damn fucking right you bow.
Honest question.
And present the bird.
I'm not quite thick as shit, but I'm not great either. Would I know? Or
Just make an intelligence check for a second.
Well,
System error. Alignment. Unknown.
Are you sneaking or are you getting ahead of yourselves?
Do you know what, lads? I'm gonna give it a little snake.
You know, your little sneak.
I'm so proud of you. Well, it is momentary.
So are you all together or are you in your 20-foot line as well?
We're in the line, so it's Tullia first, then me, then...
Single file line.
Single file in.
Yeah.
That's
sure.
fine. So stealth checks, please.
18!
18.
An entire 19.
19.
Natural 20, but 33.
Lovely.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. 36.
36. And it's going to be Tullia, then Pepper, then...
Be at the back here.
Cool. And it's 20 foot apart.
Yeah.
Lovely.
You're looking
Oh.
thoughtful.
Stop it. Don't.
I can't help it!
that
I'm probably
face.
so poker faced, aren't I?
He's smiling. And it's A, scary, and B, mildly erotic. And that's what's worse.
So...
I'm so glad you're my fiance.
Mwah. Mwah. Yeah, but if I get the DM on side, I'm sorted for life.
So,
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
so you guys are sneaking off into the wilderness and you head in the direction.
He's got the big D20.
For big decisions.
For big decisions.
The lifetime timer doesn't get used. Anyway, also because if I roll it doesn't roll, it just kind of lands
That was
on a
the
number.
sound of the moon crashing onto the in Majora's Mask.
I was going to say, Majora's Mask D&D? Anyway.
It's been done, probably.
Yeah, probably. I found the stats for Majora and Ganon, so it's fine. You guys sneak off in the direction of Baphomet's camp. And unlike the last camp that you came upon, where it was quite regal, there was a lovely kind of... there's a lovely marble temple which originally would have had a load of serpent creatures floating around it and just following the bidding of their master. This time you start to notice that you come to a tree line that suddenly starts to feel a bit more like a maze. It feels like a hedge maze made out of trees. I would like everyone to make a survival check.
Shit.
Oh, wait.
19.
19.
10.
10.
That is 23.
23, lovely. As you're leading, is there anything that you do as you get to like an entrance of if you have a left or a right turn? Is there anything that you're doing whilst doing that? Are you marking, or are you just heading that way, heading in a direction?
Yeah, I think I will use like a dagger just to like mark the side of the
No, that's fine.
trees as we pass.
You guys notice there are markings as you come along.
Do we notice that we're in a maze?
You do notice that you're in a maze.
You might not, but we do.
You will notice that the tree line suddenly turned into kind of like a corridor of trees rather than it being like just sparsely spotted around. However, every time Jingar gets to a mark, because you're 20 feet ahead and sometimes you're not there, he thinks that it's a marking not to go that way, so takes the other direction and then gets to a point where there's no marking, so just takes whichever way he likes. And it's at this point that, travelling about half an hour into this maze, that you, Tullia, hear the very low chuckling of a very large creature just looking over the hedge at you. Looking up, you can see kind of a pig-headed type creature. It's got a large snout. Looks almost like a shaved baboon, actually. It looks like a shaved monkey's head, but red skin, burning red eyes, hair kind of slicked back behind it as these two horns come up. It's not wearing any armour that you can see. It just seems to be very muscular in build and looks to be towering above you as you then come round into a large opening which seems to have been made specifically for this thing. You can see that the trees have been cut to stumps by something, and there's burn marks on the tree stumps. However, you are looking head to head as you come into the area with a below. I would like each of you to roll initiative.
I'm not there, am I?
You are going to be there, but it's going to be in a couple of rounds' time when you come in.
Sweet. Oh, I'll roll it now. I've got
So I want initiative to see where you guys would all be around this time.
16.
So 16 for Pepper. Tullia?
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20, lovely. And Jingar?
8.
8. Lovely.
I even had advantage, and I still got 8.
So, you're coming in the side. You were yellow?
Yeah, I'm yellow.
Yeah, you're yellow. You guys are going to be entering. You'd come in about a couple of minutes, next round after her. And you're going to be coming in down this way 2 rounds after them, or after Tullia. So, you start at the top of the round as essentially this tree line here. You're walking along this tree line here, and there was like a corridor coming down this way, sort of thing. And you could see the below. Doink.
Oh, that's why you've got the big fuck off die.
Leaning just directly above you. Its hulking features about 20 to 25 feet tall. It definitely wasn't shrouded by the tree line. Let's get some fight music. Bum, bum, bum. Shuffle for fight. Lovely. So, we come to the top of the round with Tullia. You looking directly into this clearing, you can see that there's essentially like a large kind of square made out of the tree line, where he's cut away from the trees to make a space ready for this. It seems that he's been warned that someone will be coming for him, or something's been warned that it's coming for them. What are you allowed to do?
Oh shit, I've got a dagger out. That was stupid.
When you roll initiative, you basically get ready for fight, so I would say you wouldn't be holding the dagger unless it was you were rolling initiative and suddenly... Actually, no, you would be, because you've been spotted with the dagger in your hand.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is... How tall is he?
It's about 20 feet tall,
Okay.
I think. Let me just double check. Yeah, about 15 to 20 feet tall.
Okay, so...
He's essentially known as a huge creature in terms of large, huge, gargantuan.
Is he 20 by 20, roughly? Or is it 20 by
He's 3 by 3, so 15 by 15.
Okay, so I'm going to go in
Yep.
to where I can hit him.
So you
There.
essentially that line coming in 5 feet into the spacing, you're literally right up next to him.
Yep, I am going to attack him with my short sword, but I'm going to use my gauntlets for that attack.
Sorry, you're going to attack him with...
My short sword.
Yep, so you pull the short sword, dragging across him. Would you like to roll for attack?
I would, in theory. Okay. That is... Oh.
Oh, when he rolls dice when you do. Oh, no.
You roll for
Okay,
attack.
that is 28.
28. You managed to scrape your sword across, managed to do damage, roll for damage. However, whilst doing that, you take 10 points of fire damage as your hand just burns in the sensation of the aura around him.
I've got resistance, so I take that as half.
Yes, so you have 5 points.
Minus 5. Okay.
Roll for damage.
So that's that. So that is 15 piercing.
15 piercing.
And lightning damage. Fuck's sake. 1 lightning damage.
Oh, lovely. So you just scraping the blade across and then releasing a...
There.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I'd say he'd take it because you drag the blade across his body, just completely trying to stick as much damage into it as possible. You loose a charge from your gauntlet as well, trying to stick damage. However, you notice the lightning just kind of dissipates the moment it hits his body. It looks like it did some damage, but he kind of grins at you as the lightning just hits and resistance, hits himself with the chest. And is there anything else you'd like to do?
I would.
Go on.
How hard does he hit himself?
Just
damn it! I wanted to be so dumb he hurt himself.
Yeah, so dumb he stabs himself and dies. Shit, I'm holding my short sword.
He uses the wrong arm and just gets himself in the shoulder.
We would be so lucky.
Lucky.
Unfortunately, we're intelligent
I'm
beast
gonna
stages.
go. Shit. Am I? No. 1, 2, 3.
Are you leaving his melee space?
I am, but shit! I'm gonna.
You die.
I die.
Because I've hit him with a melee attack already, I don't provoke opportunity attacks from that creature for the rest of the turn.
Lovely. No, that's fine.
And I would like to...
For the rest of your turn, or
rest of the turn.
for the rest of the turn. So yeah, your turn.
Yeah. And I would like to do my Assassin's Missile.
Assassin's Missile, go for it. So you running past him after scraping across, rather than stopping and attacking, you just run past, scraping down the side. You hear this moment of I'm a resistant creature. You run past, turn around, click the bottom of your gauntlet, and a small magic missile, also purplish pink in energy, just flies from your arm. Go for it.
That face isn't enjoying this.
Oh, that's a 2 on the die as well.
I did. I think I could do. No, it's not gonna.
No?
No.
Come on. Come on. Losing energy.
Yeah, it doesn't hit.
No. Okay, so you hit the magic missile, it just flies at him and just dissipates off his chest. He just kind of grins again and just readies. You now see that he's holding a large kind of large longsword type sword, and also in the other hand is holding a whip, which is yes. So the sword is just imbued with lightning power and this flaming whip that looks almost like a Balrog's kind of attack weapon. Mm-hmm. Is that anything? Anything else for you? Sorry.
I'm. Can't move any further. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40. No, I can't move any further. That's it.
No? Cool. We come to the Balor, who is going to run towards you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's it. And is going to swing his longsword at you. That may not hit. That's unnatural 20 to hit.
Yeah, it does hit.
You take 3d8.
Can I use a reaction to half the damage?
Yes, you can. That is 8, 16. On 8s, you're lucky. So roll 2 8s and a 6. 16, 24. 8, 16, 22, sorry. 22 slashing damage, halved to 11. And you also take 12 points of lightning. Yeah, lightning damage, however, halved to 6 because you with your evasion skill. Okay.
Yep.
He is then going to rearing back, swing down with the whip at you. That's 19 to hit.
Hits.
Lovely. He does. Fucking hell. 2 plus 8, so 10. Does 10 points of slashing damage plus 3, 6, 10 points of fire damage as the whip just comes wrapping around you. Could you please make a strength saving throw?
I half that again.
Yep.
And then I half the fire damage as well.
Why are you halving those? Because you're only
I've got
half.
resistance.
Oh yeah, you half the fire, but you can't use evasion on that second attack because you've used it already on.
Use it once per attack.
That's fine.
Unless it says it on the ruling there.
No, that's uncanny dodge.
Oh, uncanny dodge. Sorry. Can you use it once around, or is it?
It doesn't say it, so.
No, that's fine. You half it again. Do it.
Oh, what
Sorry,
was it?
it was 10 points of fire damage, so
Sorry.
5 half to 2.
Yeah.
And then the other one was, I think it was 12, so 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
So 8 points of damage. Lovely. Could you make a strength saving throw, please?
Yes. Mm. 12. Oh no, sorry, 13.
Actually, don't worry about it. Sorry, I've just realised what's happening. It's fine. We come to the top of the round again, just as you come in on this round. So you can hear this battle happening. You're running in. However, your first round comes in now after Tullia and the Balor. So Tullia.
I'm gonna pretty much do the same thing that I just did. So slashy.
Yep, go for it.
Hopefully, yeah, that is 25.
25 hits. Roll for damage. You also take, whilst doing this,
Oh shit! Yeah.
12 points of fire damage, half to 6.
Alright, oh, that's a nice easy one.
So you roll a 6 plus
Plus 7. That is
13.
13 points of damage. Lovely. So you
Of the piercing.
raking the sword across him again, just trying to get as much damage in as possible. However, every time you're carving in, you can feel your skin just flaring with this fire damage.
Yeah.
Luckily for you, you know that you're resistant to this, but you know it's causing some issues.
Yeah. I'm gonna move again.
Yep.
What's gonna be best for this? Fucking. No.
Remember, you have a bonus action to dash if you're trying to get as far away as possible.
I'm not fussed about that,
No, that's fine. Just helping.
but thank you. And then I'm going to assassin missile.
Assassin missile. Go for it. Is that the one from the gauntlet again?
Yeah.
Cool. Go for it.
That is.
I can't remember what an assassin missile does again.
I had my spellcaster modifier, don't I?
What does it say on the
Yeah,
thing?
you should do.
Because it would have said. Gauntlet has 10 charges. No. Assassin's missile. As a bonus action, you cast a modified version of missile. The effect of the missile allows you to gain sneak attack, range attack. So it's a range attack. So add your spellcasting modifier, yes.
Yeah, that's right. So that's not going to hit. That's 15.
15? No, unfortunately. It just slams into the side of him and he just grins. That brings us to the Balor, who is going to... He's going to swing his whip at you.
Rude.
Kinky.
That is 18 to hit.
That just hits.
So that's
You big old willy.
that's 16 points of slashing damage.
That is halved again. So
Yeah.
8. Oh, I didn't actually put my...
And you take 3, so 1 point of fire damage. Could you make a strength saving throw, please?
Sorry. Maths. No.
He
6.
pulls you closer with the whip as it lashes around you and pulls you directly towards him as he then swings around with the long sword, sorry. That is 28 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That is 1 for 9 points. 9 plus 17 points of slashing damage and 8,
That's
12.
halved again.
So 6 points of fire damage altogether with it halved.
So that's 3, and then it was 17, wasn't it?
So the 6 is it with it halved for you.
Oh, thanks. So 9.
9 points of damage on top of that. As he seems to be enjoying himself. He's rearing back, laughing, chuckling at the failure of you as he pulls you back with the whip and then just swings the longsword around. Just as this is happening, Pepper, you are just coming up the corridor, coming into this large thing, and you can see essentially the thing that's just happened. A Balor is stood in the middle of the thing, just wailing on Tullia.
Okie dokie. Well, I would like to cast Sunburst, sculpting it so it doesn't affect Tullia.
Yep.
So can I have a Constitution saving throw from you, please?
Constitution saving throw from the Balor.
This is a big beastie, isn't it?
Constitution. So there's advantage. So that's 17 plus 12. That is 29 for a save.
It succeeds, but you still get half damage.
Cool,
do you want me to do just 6?
What's the full
Half,
No, roll it because it could be awesome with the full 12 and then half's better.
Yeah. Right, give me
Gee, Tommy.
12. So
Oh,
give
12?
me. Yeah, give me. Cover it up, guys. Cover it up.
How many have you got?
I've
That's 11 that you got.
got
So one
11.
more.
Count. What does count mean, actually?
Okay. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 14, 15, 24, 28, 26, 29,
You need
31.
You need 2 more dice.
Yeah, you need 2 more dice. So roll 2 more d6 and add it onto that.
31, 33, 35, that's 15, that's 12, so that's 17 points of radiant damage.
Radiant damage, lovely. So,
Thank you, guys.
you... 17 points of radiant damage, lovely. So you just carve in the somebody straight in your hand, throw it forward. This beautiful beam of light just arcs across the room, smacking him square in the back. However, it doesn't seem to do much damage as you see it just kind of turns and grins at you. Anything else you'd like to do?
What a shit.
I take it shitting myself isn't an option.
No, that's a bonus action, so you can do that.
Fantastic. Brilliant. Well, I'm
I
not
feel
wearing knickers
my
under the road, so it hits the floor.
So, as you hear this like... Tullia, we come back to you.
That rule of cool, guys.
Yeah, it's cool to shoot yourself in the middle of battle,
yeah,
right?
it's great. It's perfectly allowed.
I didn't say it wasn't allowed.
Oh, God, the
Kirsty.
tone's been set already.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try and do another slashy
By the way,
piercy.
as you start the round in 5 feet of him, you take 6, so 3 points of fire damage. And then you were going to, sorry?
Piercy.
Go for it. Roll for attack.
Not the aforementioned slashy. That hits. So
Yeah, natural 19 hits.
yeah.
Doesn't matter, roll for
32.
damage.
It's mainly good that I can do maths sometimes,
Yeah.
so that my brain can get an exercise.
So again, you're just cleaving into him. Are we following the rule, guys? Or are we not doing it? Because I've always stipulated it's your choice to do it.
It wasn't on the house rules.
It wasn't on the house rule, so you don't have to follow it. For anyone listening, the dice just fell off the table. We normally do a natural 1 for fail off the table.
That is 13.
13 damage.
Yes.
13 points of damage as you just rake across the side of him again. You take another... That's a 1. And it landed on 1. 1, 3, 6. So you take 3 points of fire damage as you rake the sword again across the side of his leg.
That's already halved, isn't it?
Yeah, that's already halved, yeah. Anything else you'd like to do?
I am going to. Oh shit! Sorry, I've just realised what I can do. Move back again.
Yep. Gets to attack him. Oh, you've already attacked him, so he doesn't get
Doing that old rodeo again.
Go for it.
And then I'm gonna do the assassin's missile.
Yep.
The effect of it allows me to gain sneak attack on the enemy. I realised.
With the attack after, so you're meant to hit it with
if
your
it
missile.
fucking hits, which it doesn't. It's 14.
14, unfortunately, it just disperses on the side of him. Just the point of order, remember, it's better if you use that before attacking him, because you hit him, he's there, the rest of your round he has incapacitation until the end of your round, your turn, sorry.
So you don't get twatted with flamey anger.
Yep.
That's fine.
Cool, we come to the Balor, who is going to turn and attack you, Pepper, with his...
Doesn't have to.
Well, he's going to swing for you with his whip. That's 26 to hit. Sorry, 36 to hit. Could you make a strength saving throw for me, please?
No. Yes, I will.
Just nope.
No, not happening. I choose not to.
I get advantage on it, thank fuck. 11, 12, 12, 13.
I'm going to put you next to him.
16. Yeah. 16. So you take 16 slashing damage, and then fucking hell, 9 points of fire damage as the whip just wraps around you, and then he pulls you again right towards him, swinging down with the sword next to you. That is a natural 16, so I'm going to say that's 30 to hit. Does it hit, darling?
Surprisingly, yes.
Oh my! Right, that is, you take 8, 16, 20, 23 points of slashing damage, and 5, 6, 7 points of lightning damage as the sword just claves into you.
He just keeps on rolling and more. It's just more and more dice every single. He's going to ask add another dice in.
See what I can do. That brings us to Pepper.
Okay. Okay. I'm grappled, am I?
No, you're okay. It's just pulling you towards him, and then he
Okay.
immediately releases you as he slides the sword across you.
Cool. In which case, I'm touching.
Yep, you're right next to him.
There we go. Right. Oh, I really hope this works. I'd like to poke him using vampiric touch.
Go for it.
Oh dear.
How's your spellcasting modifier?
9.
9?
That's 16.
16?
Oh, I can't have that's a kind of impressed
That's a
smile
no,
or a
that's a
sad
no.
smile.
Unfortunately, it doesn't hit, but I'm kind of like, it's a big thing in front of you. How would you miss touching it? So, what's the effect of the spell?
The effect of the spell, basically, target takes 3d6 necrotic damage, and I gain half that number of HP.
I would say you can do half the damage,
Okay.
and then you regain half of that halved in HP.
That's fine. So that's
Because it's a big 20-foot creature. There's no way you're not going to be able to go, Blink!
So that is 6. That's 12. So that is 6 points of necrotic.
6
and
points of
then
necrotic
I
damage.
get an entire 3 HP, which is better than nothing. Thank you.
Anything else for you?
In which case, I am going to Misty Step as far as away
Yep.
as I can go.
Go for it. So you just disappear and then appear.
5, 10, 15,
Stop
20.
whispering, you two.
You know what? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right,
So you just bamf out of existence and appear 30 feet away from him at the other side of the room. Anything else?
Nope. Oh, actually, do I still get movement?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Can I move further away? Of course I can.
Did she shit herself again?
You just hear the kind of as it disappears, but also the poo just lands.
It's like
on the
that
floor.
hippo where it like flicks
Yeah.
the shit and it's like a
It's
helicopter.
just rolling down her like tightly shaped calves. As she insists
they
on being
do.
described as.
They are very nice calves, I'll have you know.
Now they're covered in poop.
Lovely. So that's Papa. We come to Jingar. You are following down this corridor when you can see ahead of you a big red bastard that seems to be just swinging at things. And then as you come in, you just see it basically pull Pepper across the room, slashes at her, and then she disappears and appears across the other side of the room. What would you like to do, love?
Bloody hell, that's it's hefty. Grand. I'd like to. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Oh, yeah, I can do that. That's correct.
Okay, right and run up down the side of him.
Yeah, I'm just going to give it a hefty swing with the maul of maulness.
Go for it.
Oh, it's a big animal, isn't it? So it's 1d10.
It's a huge creature,
Yeah.
so
That is 29 to hit.
29 hits. Roll the damage as you take your resistance to fire as well. So that's 13 halved to 6 points of fire damage as you slam the hammer into the side of him.
That is 10, 22 bludgeoning.
22 bludgeoning damage.
Was that
Lovely.
6, did you say, sorry?
Yes.
Smashing.
So you just slam the hammer into the side of him, and he just kind of rears back. At this time, not actually expecting someone to hit him. You have second attack.
I do, I'm going to do the same thing again.
Go for it.
That is 32.
32 hits. Roll for damage. You also take
10, 15,
12,
27 bludgeoning.
27 bludgeoning. Lovely. You take another 6 points of fire damage as it just scorches across your arms. Was that 23? Sorry. 27, sorry.
15, 27.
Yes. Lovely. So you just slam the hammer into him. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'm trying to think. Let's check. Oh, quickly, Adam, run faster. No.
Thank you. Thank you, Chicken Digby Caesar, or his bloody nose. We come to the top of the round with Tullia.
Okay, so I'm going to run in.
Yep.
Hope I fucking hit. And piercy, pleasies, daisies.
Roll for the attack.
You got advantage because we're flanking.
Yeah, you're flanking, so you have advantage.
26.
26 hits. Roll for damage.
Can I do sneak attack?
You can indeed, yes, because you have someone within you. However, you do take, whilst doing this, 2 points of fire damage.
I don't care.
Oh, remember this when Baphomet appears in a minute.
Let me have this!
How many dice do you
How many ones am I going to... Oh, shit.
That's one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You love rogues. And your actual damage as well.
I landed on 8. I'm so happy. Okay,
Christ.
right. Maths
Go for
time.
it. So 8.
8. 10. Oh shit, that was a 5. 20. 30.
Fucking hell.
Did I say 30?
Yep.
Yep. 32, 34, 36,
37.
37.
Lovely.
Of the piercing.
37 piercing damage. You just rake the sword across the side of him and just catching him in a very vulnerable area in the side of him. Anything else you'd like to do?
Yes, please.
Go for it.
I would like to.
So you back off, just stepping back, not actually running away, but just kind of very carefully moving backwards.
And in theory, I'm going to do Assassin's Missile.
Okay, roll for attack.
You know what? Fuck it. Oh no, I don't need to do that. I'm going to use my Stroke of Luck to treat as a 20.
Okay,
So that would be 22.
hits.
Cool. Can I use that as a sneak attack?
No, because as I told you, the Assassin's Missile
The
gives him
effect of
poison.
this missile allows you to gain sneak attack on an enemy and can be cast a number of times.
Yes, so when you hit him, he becomes incapacitated, so therefore you don't have to have advantage, you gain advantage on the attack, so therefore hit him. That's why I said hit him with the Assassin's Missile, then hit him with the sword, because you don't have to have anyone 5 feet around him, you gain advantage on the attack. The full description of the item says that he is incapacitated, which allows you to have disadvantage on attack till the end of your turn. I wrote the machine. I wrote the gauntlets, so I know what they do.
No, it's fine. It doesn't make sense at the moment, but that's fine.
Essentially, at the beginning of your round, you hit him with the missile, he takes poison damage and becomes poisoned, which gives you an advantage on the attack. So then when you move towards him, you hit him with advantage, gaining sneak attack without having to have advantage on the attack or have someone 5 feet within him.
You take 2 poison damage.
Thank you. Jesus Christ, it's almost like I wrote the fucking thing. Anyway.
Diese Kinder. 9.
We come to the Valor,
Oh.
who is going to grin and is going to whip you with his whip. That's a natural 1.
That goes on the natural one for the DM list.
We have a DM's list
You've
now.
had 120 and 1-1.
Oh, lovely. I'm going to make him take damage, fuck it. D6, so 5d6. That's a d8.
No, put it back in.
No, do it. No, you're right. 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 2d6, so that was 7 plus 8. And then the 12 lightning, which he takes half off, so 6. Then minus 8, and then minus the 7 there. Lovely. So the whip just kind of wraps around him for a second. He takes his action to essentially basically get the whip from around him. It comes to Pepper.
Alright, I am going to get a bit further away. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There you go. And then I am going to summon Bigby's hand.
Hey!
Hooray! There
Hey,
we go. Right,
Come on,
so
critical roll, Bigby's hand. Anyway,
I have just summoned a
so you've summoned a large...
large, translucent, shimmery hand of force.
Yep, where are you summoning it?
I am going to summon. Ooh, I get this. I'm going to summon it just there.
You're going to summon it about
Yeah.
here, so it appears about 15, 20 feet ahead of you.
Bixby's hand will be played by the pencil sharpener.
Oh, I'm sorry, nobody's buying me fucking miniatures.
It's still bigger than me. Is he a huge?
He is a huge creature, yes.
Awesome. In which case, I'd like to poodle up to him and grapple him, please.
So you move the hand up to him and grapple him.
Yep.
So
It's a advantage on strength, so it's contested strength against athletics. I
an
think.
athletics of the Balor. Cool.
Yep.
That is 14.
16. Oh well, I already killed you.
Natural 16.
No,
Cool.
I've got it. I've grappled.
So he's
you.
grappled, so the hand just kind of wraps around the Balor as he's just got the whip off him, thinks he's fine, and the hand just wraps around him, grappling him. Anything else you'd like to do?
I've got a line of sight on him, haven't I?
Yep, you've got a line of sight.
And I can use a cantrip. Oh no, I can't because it's no. Ignore me. Carry on.
Lovely.
Yeah, we're
we
good,
come
we're
to
good.
Jingar.
Smashing. I'd like to, because he's grappled. I
Yep.
get advantage on him. I'm
Yep.
going to move around to there
Yep.
and do first of all the swingy with the bear maul.
Go for it.
Oh god, I'm glad I got advantage. So 26.
26 hits, roll for damage.
Smashing. 12.
What's the number?
Oh, yeah.
10 seconds. Bigby's hand, I don't know, it should say in there what hit points it has, but he takes
I think it takes
10 points of fire damage.
Let me just triple check.
And you take
Oh, he's got
2.
125. So that was 10. Did you
Yeah.
say?
And you take 2 points of fire damage as you swing into
You
him.
take 29. Let me check it. Sorry. No, it was 29 points of bludgeoning.
Lovely, so you just slam the hammer into him again, just finding any opening that you can.
Can I also, for my second attack, do my fire breath?
You can indeed, yes.
It's that way.
Rad.
So it is a you got to DC a dex saving throw.
I believe he fails out
Oh, he's
immediately
grappled,
because
yeah.
he's grappled.
Fucking sweet.
Let me just double check
You're
this.
welcome.
Because, yeah. No, he has disadvantage on dexterity
That's fine.
save, sorry. So let me just do that.
Just want to do fire breath.
That's a natural 2, which makes it 4 on the dex.
So that's he takes. Oh, great! Thanks. A 1. 10,
So
20,
does that
21.
succeed?
Yeah, 21 fire damage.
21 fire damage. However, as you do it, you look up at it, and he, although he's grappled, he just the bird just ripples around him, and he just kind of giggles, and then goes,
sure.
leans down in this restraint, and goes, "Immunity, bitch." Anything else for you?
Well, that's a mighty fine howdy do. No, I actually because he caused damage to the hand.
Yep.
Let me check it. Oh, where the fuck's it gone? When a creature within 5 foot makes an attack against a target other than you, I get a reaction to make a melee attack. Does
He's
that
not
count on
attacking
hand?
it because it's just a natural
Oh, that's
effect
fine.
of him.
Making sure.
No, it's fine. We come to
I'm
Tullia.
done.
What will I do?
Oh, what?
Your assassin's missile would be amazing right now because it'd have advantage on the attack, and then you would. I mean, you'd have advantage on the sneak attack anyway because obviously he's grappled. But that's what I mean. The assassin's thing basically goes. There's nothing around him, so you can't get the 5 feet enemy thing. You can't. You didn't have if you don't have advantage. The assassin's missile creates advantage to make the attack.
I see.
It does say it in the sheet. I know it says it because I remember sitting and going just to make sure.
It's fine. It's because I've got it all here.
Have you condensed it to make it easier?
No.
Oh, I see.
I will double check it later. but,
That's fine. I can do sneak attack more than once. Is that
Sneak
right?
attack is once around, I believe.
Oh, it is once round.
So you have 1 now, but it's on 1 attack in your turn, I believe. double check that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sneak attack, being at first level. 1 per turn, yeah, you can deal an extra damage. So it's 1 per turn.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll do it on that one then. So I'm going to move there.
Lovely, so you run around the side of this cripper, this kind of grappled creature, running up the side. What do you do?
I'd like to try Assassin's Missile.
I would offer you that Assassin Missile would, you'd still have advantage because it's grappled.
Yeah.
So if you're looking to get just the advantage, that's fine. If you're just doing it for the damage, by all means do it.
It was for the damage.
Yeah, go for it. So you have advantage on the attack. Natural 20.
So is that all the dice?
So roll for damage.
Guys.
And here's a ranged attack, so you could put your stealth attack on that as well. Sneak attack on that, which would mean all dice is damage is doubled.
I just want to...
Don't cry. It's okay.
Okay, I'll carry on.
Kirsty.
It's fine.
Kirsty.
Don't take this away from me!
No, I'm not taking it away. I'm trying to tell you, sneak attack would be doubled as well.
I think she's going to go for it.
Yeah.
And her little face just lit up.
Yeah, that was
Because
like a real
all dice
gleam.
is doubled on a natural 20, including sneak attack dice.
Don't forget your D8.
Sorry, it's actually this D6, isn't it?
Oh,
So
sorry. I'm
let's do that initial one.
3.
So 3.
That poison damage. Oh wait, sneak attack just double adds onto the thingy. So,
So 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25, 32,
32, doubled.
64.
How do you want to do this?
Yes! Fucking bastard.
I'm so excited, I want to weep. But I won't do that. I would like to... I would like to aim the missile up its nose and then explode its head, like its brain.
That's fine.
Like in Scanners.
So the missile just flies up, smacks it square. You see the eyes, which were burning flame anyway, just bulge as the brain just explodes. And the head itself explodes. However, the body also explodes, as is the feet of a Balor. Can I have dexterity saving throws from everyone, please? Wait, sorry. Are you? How far out of range are you?
I'm here.
How far is that?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
You're fine. No dexterity. So it's just you two and your dexterity.
Unnatural 20.
A natural 20.
That would be a 29.
29. Lovely. So I don't have enough dice for this.
What do you need?
Dear.
I need 20d6, but I'm just going to roll it on my dice
Oh,
roll.
that sounds lovely. That sounds...
So,
I've got 10.
no, it's fine because you and also Bigby's hand would get this. Does Bigby's hand have a dexterity saving or?
I can roll one for him.
Yeah, go for it.
There we go. So it is. He got 16.
16, lovely. So he takes 78 points of fire damage. You two take half of that, which is
39.
39, and then you take half of that because you're resistance to fire
20.
damage. So, sorry, 39,
So
so
it's 19 or 20, because I'm not sure. Is it round down or...
round
Round
down.
down.
Yeah, 19.
19 points of fire damage as the Balor just explodes, dealing a massive burn damage. The trees around you slowly start to catch fire, but then immediately shrink down again as the...
Just gonna do his lifetime
No,
again.
that's fine, that's fine.
Back.
And that's the fight.
Awesome.
As this happens, at the end of the...
I got 69. Sorry, I've lowered the tone.
as that
No, she did
happens,
poop.
No, I pooed on the floor. It's
the
fine.
light returns from this burning red back down to a normal kind of bluish, blackish light that you've noticed has been synonymous around the entire area.
Could I just say, A, that was pretty awesome, would be, ow! Fiery owness. I don't like fire damage, it's why I try to get away from it as much as I can. But also, that was really cool.
Can I have a look in the remains, just in
Yeah,
case?
go for it. Make an investigation check.
That was really cool.
Oh, natural 20.
Natural 20, you come up just as you see
got
the
it.
long sword and the whip that were there just sizzling and then disintegrating into the blood.
Well, that was useless.
Look, I'm not tired. I'm not finished saying it. That was really cool.
No, that was
I
quite cool.
am covered in a lot of blood and guts right
Yes.
now. I'm a little bit annoyed. Not gonna lie.
I could
I've-
do with a cheeky heel, as peasants would say.
Do we have time for a short break, or do you think?
But that'll be up to
Can
you.
I
sure.
do a check around?
Yeah, make an investigation.
I'm going to use, while you're doing that, one of my superior potions.
That is 23.
You notice that it's deadly quiet again. There seems to be that was the only creature in the area that you could sense. However, you can start to sense a very small kind of humming from where the body has exploded, and there's just like a small portal that seems to have made in the floor around where he has been destroyed that is slowly closing.
Shrinking.
Yeah.
Do we chant it? Do we go through?
Can I launch you through?
No, not today.
10,
Through it.
9.
I just run up and just cannonball.
Yeah,
So you
I'm
can't
joining.
roll-
Same.
So
I'm
you
going
all
through.
jump-
Yeah.
You will jump through. I'd like everyone to make dexterity checks again.
If I take 69 damage.
Just a plain dex check.
Yep.
15.
15.
17.
17.
That's 2. Just triple checking. Oh, I get advantage. 14.
Oh wait, no, sorry. It would be a unnatural 20.
Natural 20, lovely.
16.
16, lovely. You all land fairly easily. This time it seems to be a bit like where you currently were. It's like another clearing, but this time rather than the blue and black, it's red. It's like an ominous red kind of fiery light coming from everything. The trees are now brown, brownish red colour. The sky looking up, there is a blood moon just floating across the sky. As the below wakes back. No, it's not Zelda.
I hate you, you killed me.
Looking around, it seems to be two pathways ahead of you, leading off from the clearing. But other than that, there doesn't seem to be anything else around.
Now do a check to see if anyone's walked through either way.
Yeah, make a survival check.
I'm going to use a potion.
Unnatural 20.
A natural 20. You can see that there is footmarks leading up both of them. However, the most recent one is the left path.
I'm just going to head off. Alright, I'll wait for you to finish your potion.
Yeah, I'm going to have a few more
I
potions.
will ask, do you guys want to take a quick break here, or do you want to keep going?
I'd like a break, please.
Yeah, it's fine. Do you want to end because there's another hour and a half recording? Do you want to end the...
What's going to happen next?
Thank you for listening to the Alignment Unknown podcast. The players were Adam Unwin as Jingar, Kirsty Mealing as Tullia, and Kyra Leigh as Pepper. DM'd by Steve Archer. All background music were performed by Kevin MacLeod, licensed under the Creative Commons by Attributions 3.0 license. For more information on this, go to creativecommons.org/licenses/by/3.0. You can find more of Kevin's music at incompetech.com. All links are in the description of the episode. Theme music by Steve Archer. Thank you for listening. See you next time.